my subscribers. So I'm out on a boat today. Now I'm not fly fishing, can't really do it. This is a conventional fishing type of boat. In fact, can't really even bring the fly rod, I don't think, here. Can't really cast it. It's an overnight boat, obviously it's dark here. It's a nice night, we're leaving at 9, it's an overnight boat. Sleep on the boat on the way out. And then hopefully get into some yellowtail. I think yellowtail, rockfish, stuff like that, maybe calico. I'm not sure where they're fishing exactly. It'll depend on tomorrow, but hopefully I catch fish today, or tomorrow. I'm pretty excited about this, so kind of done messing around with the fly fishing in the bay and stuff like that. I'm just gonna go out and catch some fish. I'm gonna go relax for a little bit and then get some sleep. We'll see you guys in the morning. The boat stopped just offshore San Clemente Island at 3:30 a.m., and I got to fishing right away. It was all bottom fishing in the morning until about 7:30 a.m. when the light was good enough to start searching for yellowtail. While it's somewhat of a boring type of fishing, just dropping to the bottom and retrieving type of thing, rockfish do taste great, and it was good to fill my basket with some great tasting fish. And I caught quite a few, but mostly when it was too dark to film. Finally we start searching for yellows. And here the captain found a school, and they're trying to bring them up with some bait. Well, the yellows came up and started boiling around the boat, so it's time to try to get one. And I'm using live sardine here, as well as most of the guys on the boat. You might notice that I switched to a different rod and reel combo. I custom wrapped this rod myself, about 15 years ago to fish for smaller yellows. But I heard from the crew that the yellows today might be larger than my rod can handle. And most of the guys on the boat were making fun of me with my little quote-unquote bass rod. But it should be fun. Pretty soon into fishing, a guy throwing an iron got a nice yellowtail. To be honest, I wasn't expecting them to be this large. I knew I was in a little trouble with my small rod. Well, very quickly after, I got a chance to see how this rod would perform. Now, I actually fought this fish for a few minutes before turning the camera on. The fish took me down to my spool twice, but here I finally got a little breathing room to switch the camera on. And look at these runs. Good fighting fish here. So I'm going to just let this video run so you can see the entire fight. course, the camera turned itself off halfway through the fight though, so keep in mind that half of this fight is missed. Man, I can't believe I landed him on this small rod. So these party boats have something called a jackpot, and you put $5 in towards the biggest fish. And right here might be a contender. Let's see. Oh, by the way, one of the guys on the boat could be my twin.
Yeah, that's right. That's his brother. Oh, stand next to it. Look at
Well, after a few nice yellowtail were boated, we moved to another spot closer to the island. And isn't this a cool looking island? I mean, it looks like something from Jurassic Park. One of the reasons I chose this blank when I wrapped this rod 15 years ago was for its ability to cast. It has a really flexible tip, but also a decent backbone to fight some larger fish. Well, now we're into some calico bass, which are pretty good eating as well. Now these bass were hitting off the hook and kept getting bigger, but no sign of yellowtail here. Then, all of a sudden, I hook into the right kind. Alright, this one's not fighting near as hard as the last one. And one bad thing about being on a party boat is having to do the shuffle, over and under other people's rods. Lots of bumping into people and yelling, "Coming down!" But it was fun. Well, right here, my camera got bumped, and the deckhand was nice enough to film me for a few minutes. That is, until someone wrapped around my line. But these deckhands are top-notch here. I mean, awesome job helping me not lose my fish. Alright, here we're on a different angle. So while not as large as the last fish, definitely a decent sized yellow. Yeah, I was happy. And tired. Okay, back to bass fishing. Wait, could this be another yellowtail? Seems like it, except for the fact that it's shaking so much. Well, it was a yellowtail, just a small one, and it was jumping all over the place, so the deckhand suggested that I just bounce him over. Here we go. So this is more the size of yellowtail I was expecting. Okay, more bass. And fishing is so good, even the deckhands got to get a few. Then the sea lions showed up, and were stealing all of our baits and fish. So we moved to another spot, and I'm glad we did because these calico were really good size. Well, that was it. Time to head home. Now keep in mind guys, I'm number 11, and my first yellowtail is a contender for jackpot fish. And I'm the winner! Now, I won $95 and decided to give the jackpot back to the crew because of all the hard work they put in and the fun time they gave me and the other passengers on this boat. Oh, and check out these two calico pigs. Amazing fishing. Well, thanks for watching everyone. If you ever get the chance to fish out in Newport Landing, I highly recommend it. The crew was fun and the fishing was amazing. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. Also pick up some of my awesome merchandise like hats, sweatshirts, and t-shirts. I will see you on the next video. Now you go catch some fish.